All right, so Joe Biden was asked if he believed that enhanced unemployment benefits have had an effect on diminishing a return to work in some categories. Basically meaning all the money being given out to people to help them stay at home, is that incentivizing people to stay at home? And Biden says no, nothing measurable. Well, either he's talked to no one in the recruiting industry and he doesn't know that they are all struggling to fill positions, or he's lying, because it's true. I happen to be very close with someone who works in recruiting. I may or may not even live with them. That's all they do, day in, day out. They attend all sorts of conferences and seminars, webinars, you name it. So they connect with recruiters all over the place in many different industries. The same thing is said by nearly all of them over and over. And this has been the case for quite some time, that they have never had so many jobs available and so few people interested in working in the history of their firm. Now, some places do ask why did so-and-so not accept that job offer? Most of the time it seems you don't get an answer, but some people are honest. I'm getting paid to stay at home. I figured it's actually not worth it. Even if a job would pay a bit more than what they make on unemployment, that isn't enough, because the person may make a bit more money if they work, but well, that's just it. They have to work. A lot of people will take less money but have all the free time in the world, rather than a bit more money but have to put some effort in and work 5 days a week. Now, those people should be ashamed of themselves, straight up, because they are taking money from those who are busting their ass. The people who have to set their alarm clocks and go in and work every day. That's me, by the way. I work hard, and I think I have every right to be resentful by the fact that I pay obscene amounts of taxes out of the money I make, which is not a ton. I am not filthy rich, not by a long shot, and some other people get a piece of that, and they knowingly sit on their couch watching Netflix and playing video games or whatever it is they do all day, and my work allows them to do that, and I am forced to pay for them to do that. And if you're watching this and you work, you should be pissed off too. The amount of now hiring signs I see around are nearly endless. They are everywhere. They're on every front window, but people don't want to work. And why should they, when they got the money rolling in for doing nothing but living off my work and your work? Now, Joe Biden says this just isn't happening to a measurable degree, which is weird, because that was the entire point of all the unemployment expansions and stimulus checks in the first place, to allow people to stay home but still get money. But now apparently that's not really an effect or an incentive to be considered, which is also strange, because this isn't a new phenomenon. If you remember, I think it was like 9 or 10 months ago, there was that news story that got a little bit of traction for a day or two. It was a salon, if I'm remembering correctly, and it had been shut down because of COVID. Now, none of the employees were allowed to work. The business was shuttered for the time being. But then the owner of the business finally was able to at least open to a limited capacity, so she called a meeting with her employees to deliver what she thought was great news. You can come back to work and you can make some money. Well, she thought it was good news, but she was shocked when all of her employees were greatly upset by this, and they all told her, why would we want to do that? Why would we want to have to put in any effort and have to get ready and drive to work? We like how things are right now just fine. We get to sit at home and just receive a check. That's a response to incentive if I've ever heard of one. So this isn't something new. It happens, and it should infuriate those that actually work. And the state forces them to pay for those people who have the opportunities to work all around them, but choose not to do so because they'd rather just have that leisure time at the expense of you going to work and being productive. If leftists care about fairness and equity at all, they would oppose this. But of course they don't. It's that old point that socialism or state welfare can only work for as long as capitalism can pay for it. Well, that may be a lesson that leftist types insist on learning the hard way. This is in no way sustainable, and we should be happy about that, because I am frankly tired of working while able-bodied people with help-wanted signs all around them continue to sit at home on my dime. But that's all for now. Like, subscribe, and share, and all that stuff, and take it easy.